In this video, I'm going to be adding an extra battery to my Ridstar Q20. A link to this battery and the products used in this video is above and also in the description. Everything here is plug and play. This is a battery combiner, so it's safe to run one battery, two batteries, or both at the same time. Everything plugs into the factory connectors, so let's get started on the install. First step, remove the seat. I'm going to use a 10mm socket. To get to the center nuts, you're going to have to take off these side panels, which is a 4mm hex. Now that I have the seat removed, you can see the XT60 connector with the factory controller. I'm going to install this battery combiner, which will plug and play with that connection, also the factory battery, and then my second battery. The reason why I chose this battery over getting a hard shell one is due to the limited real estate. Now on the Q20 Pro, they had to change the shock in different frame size to get the second battery to fit in this orientation. You can see here that this battery will not fit here without hitting that shock. So you need a little more compact battery with this setup. Now, the Q20 Pro is really nice, but one of the things that I found out from many comments is the front battery powers the front motor, the rear battery powers the rear motor. You do get better torque, but I don't think you get much better range unless you cycle between each battery and drive the front tire versus the back tire. Now this battery should give me about an extra 13 miles of range, throttle only. The stock battery gets me about 26, 27. So total I should get about 40 miles of total range with this extra battery. That's 64 kilometers. I can source a larger battery that's 15 amp hours, but I'm not sure I could fit it in this frame. Now let's figure out where we want to mount this battery. Now this battery is small enough that if you take it out of the package, you can actually fit it inside this cargo bag. So that would be an easy way to do it, but then I'd lose that cargo capacity. I could mount it down here. I was thinking of sliding the battery up and then mounting it in this location. I was looking at possibly into the frame, which would be really nice in here because the connections would be really short. The cords facing the proper way. With the cover on, you'd almost not even see that battery in here. I'm not sure if it'll fit also back here, would be another location. I'm going to play around with it and figure out where I want to mount it. I have the extra battery mounted underneath the seat here. Now, I'm going to attach the battery combiner. The one thing you want to make sure is that your factory battery is off the bike so that you don't get any shocks. Now this is the factory battery connector and this is to the factory controller. The nice thing about the battery combiner is that it's foolproof. So you simply just plug in this port and then you're going to plug in your auxiliary battery to one of the ports here. And then since I'm going to need an extension piece, what's going to do this, what I'm actually going to do is, since this battery does not have a on-off switch, I'm going to source a cable like this that has an inline on-off switch with it so that it will be safe. Attach this extension cable, and then I'm going to route it up to that extra battery. And I'm going to connect it like that. You'll hear a little pop. Like I said, it'll be really nice when I have this isolation switch. Is carefully install the seat back onto the bike. Tighten those bolts down and get everything cleaned up. I got the seat mounted and the extra battery underneath the seat. You can barely tell it's there. The stock battery fits in nice and can be easily removed. This is what I ended up with my configuration. I put the extra battery in the factory cargo bag. The wires come down and connect in. I have an on-off cutoff switch over here. I moved the factory battery up slightly on the frame so that I could fit a water bottle in. The water bottle fits nicely. There's a mount here. You can use any type of water bottle. There's a link in the description, but it fits in here nicely. And now I have everything that I need for my rides. There's still a compartment for some of my wrenches on the side here. So I'm happy with this configuration. I hope that you liked this video. Subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.